Oh, okay. Okay, they're starting. Zypeh is going to
You
enter the
sure?
race with a
You have been in
0.7
suspension
second
for
advantage.
50 days. In compliance with state and federal regulations, all testing candidates
Although,
in the
worth noting, Zypeh's audio is not usable this run,
Yeah, it's
because Sushi and Zypeh are
he
in
doesn't
call
have
if he
the
didn't
Epic
set anything
program
up.
installed that makes Discord work better with OBS.
Look up at the ceiling.
If he looks at a weight surface, you cannot see his timer.
You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer,
Yeah.
the floor.
Also, he said he fixed his live split,
Good.
but it's too late.
Sushi's not in low latency because he's streaming on his alt, which doesn't have affiliate.
Doesn't it qualify for affiliate though?
It does. It does qualify for affiliate.
Yeah, I don't think it's like possible to affiliate yourself with 2 accounts.
I think it is. I can't see a reason why it wouldn't be.
Okay.
But also, this is Portal 2. This is Container Ride, which is basically a long cutscene with a very few inputs that can technically lose you time.
Good. Now please return to your bed.
Yeah, it's basically sort of similar to the beginning Super Mario Sunshine cutscene, where there technically is like inputs you have to do, but also it's really annoying to have to play the cutscene when you run the game over and over again. So the community there decided you can just skip the beginning cutscene, and we decided the same thing. So normally when you're running, you don't have to play through this cutscene, because it's just about 5 minutes of nothing.
Of this. So something really cool to point out is that Msushi has not ran this game before now, for like this weekend, until like a lot. He hasn't run it in like, what, a month?
Yeah, Msushi's
Plus.
basically a Half-Life runner.
Basically a Half-Life runner.
Because he's
And-
practicing for GDQ. Makes sense.
However, in the past like 2 or 3 months, we've saved about 1.5 minutes in strats alone.
No, early Moonshot was much. Since his
That's
PB,
true.
we've
Since
saved
PB.
many
Since PB.
time. Much time.
In the past like 3 months, we've saved another minute over. And he got a PB. He got like what, a 1:1:40, I believe, without demos.
Yeah, 101.49, I think.
Something like that. And then he got 1:02:07 or something that he did get demos for. 1:02:09.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? That's close enough. Just hold tight.
So that's pretty epic.
Alright, so
Zypeh
now after
has not
they've
improved
both-
PB in a while.
After they both jumped and triggered Wheatley, you can, if you want, in this game, literally do nothing for 2 straight minutes.
I wasn't gonna mention this to
Yep.
you, but I'm in
And
pretty
so
hot
this is
water
like
here.
a pretty good time during the game if you want to like go grab a snack or something. This is
Go
like
stretch, fill your water.
So of course
yeah,
Stay
full water
hydrated.
bottle. This is the
Power nap.
longest straight cutscene where you literally can do nothing.
This is a bit tricky. And of course, nobody tells me anything.
And it's right at the start of the game, so.
So naturally, there's not a whole
Why should
lot
I be kept informed? You know, about the life functions
here to
of the
talk
10,000
about.
bloody test subjects I'm
Oh,
supposed to
let me
be
pull the
in
chat
charge
up because
of. Right, close. Can you
okay,
see?
it's all just Portal
Right,
speedrunners
through.
right now.
We've
So
got enough space.
Yeah, Ame brings up a good point. Msushi is a minor ultra adventure runner.
Just not concentrate. And whose fault do you think it's
yeah,
gonna
I
be
will
if the
also
manager comes down here and finds 10,000
be using this as sort of an opportunity to get comfortable with commentating the game more like not casually, but like
Okay, listen,
commentating for people who don't know what Portal 2 is, because I gotta do that in 2 weeks.
Weird flex, but okay.
Okay, no, but yeah, it was a weird flex.
I get what you're saying, it's just funny.
Also, something else to note, whoever's in charge of the stream syncs Zypeh and Sushi, so they are no longer... Zypeh no longer has a 0.7 second lead.
Because that was very... It's definitely gonna... Yeah. It's gonna get desynced as soon as we get to the first load screen.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be by a little bit each chamber, but it will add up, because one of them is going to have better loads.
Yep.
I'm going to attempt a manual override on this wall. Could get a bit technical. Hold on.
Kentivan is running Portal 2 at GDQ.
Wow, I didn't want to flex on stream. Okay.
What time is your run?
Sunday, 2:10 p.m.
Do hold on this time.
Alright, now with that wall destroyed, this is the point at which a speedrun would normally start. normally just load a save right back there, and then you jump in
Before
here,
you jump in.
and the timer starts at like 4 minutes in already, so you don't save any time from doing that. You actually lose time.
Yeah, you
It's
technically lose
complicated.
like a quarter second or something like that.
Testing can continue.
Yeah, but this is the second part of waiting, TM.
It's another like what, 30 seconds, 40 seconds.
It's like 40 seconds at least.
Zypeh is not getting toilet switch right. Also, I think Sushi is like doing vault.dem.
Vault.dem. Alright, now with both portals open, these gamers are gonna bunny hop for the first time, 5 minutes into the speedrun. Alright, both the
dialogue
gamers.
skip.
Yeah, both the gamers appear to have got the dialogue skip, where you have to bunny hop fast, and then if you hit, you have to go through the fizzler during a very specific time in order for the game to play the right dialogue. Otherwise, it will cut off a dialogue, and then you have to ride the elevator for like.
Yes, this speedrun is
20
very
minutes.
dialogue based. So this thing we can explain now because they're gonna get to it and then the map is every map ends with an elevator almost, or a lot of maps end with an elevator, and almost every map ends with a dialogue quote. And the game wants you to listen to the whole dialogue quote. So on the elevator on the way down, it checks for if dialogue's playing multiple times. So what you want to do is you want to hit the trigger to check the dialogue right as the dialogue's finishing. So you can load to the map as soon as you can.
And this is a perfect example, because both runners are just waiting in front of the elevator. And this is a really long one. You wait for like 10 to 15 seconds.
We both enter the
So you enter
elevator.
the elevator at the right time. What you have to do is the dialogue has to end at the same time the elevator hits a specific trigger in the shaft. And there's only like 4 or 5. I don't know, but you have to time it.
I think there's
And if
7.
you time it wrong, you lose like up to 2 seconds.
Yep,
But on
then
every
there's
map, that
a
adds up
trigger,
real
There's a
fast.
trigger at the very bottom too. That's a failsafe in case the quote's not playing for some reason or something.
Yeah, at the very bottom, it will just load the next map no matter what. But the elevator shafts are really long. Alright, up here is another dialogue skip. If Sushi or Zypeh goes fast enough,
I have no idea if Zypeh got the fast one or if he missed
I'll be
it.
able to tell.
But yeah, well, it'll be pretty easy to tell once he gets in the elevator.
Yeah.
But Sushi got the slower dialogue skip. There's 2 dialogue skips you can get there based on when you fall in. I'm assuming he got it.
Alright, looks like actually probably he didn't get it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He
he
definitely
definitely
did
didn't get it. If we had Zypeh's audio, we would be able to tell if he got it based on what the dialogue happened, but yeah, because Zypeh missed a dialogue skip, he didn't actually run or bunny hop any slower, but he's like 5 seconds behind just because of that. It's a big deal in this game.
A lot of this map is
Oh,
about
and
waiting
Sushi
for
gets
dialogue.
beamed.
On Smooth Jazz too, the one
Yeah,
map he's
normally
good
if you
at.
shoot a portal there, the cube is like guaranteed to fall through the portal and hit the button.
Normally if you shoot a portal next to the door, the portal actually places there, but not always.
Oh my god, this is so sad.
This is the one map Msushi's good at too.
Yeah, right there, if you shoot a portal right next to the door, and you push a cube through the door, and it's close enough to the portal, the cube will go through the door. Because when a cube is near a portal, it assumes the cube's going through the portal, so it pushes it through the wall that the portal's on.
And
But
after
it also
that Smooth
pushes it
Jazz,
through the door the portal's next to.
any Msushi subs in the chat, can we get an Msushi S for that Smooth Jazz?
Msushi S? Is that... Okay, Zypeh, Mr. CM runner over here, just tried to go very fast. But the route for that map is quite ingenious. You shoot a portal under the cube, and then just as it falls out of the orange portal, you shoot another portal to grab it through the portal.
You know what'd be really cool though?
What?
Doing the same thing again.
I know, you can do the exact same thing in the next chamber.
We use that trick twice in the run, back to back.
Literally the only 2 times. And it's the exact same route, actually. You do a portal stand, and then do that cube grabbing thing. Oh, and Zypeh misses it,
Or
unfortunately.
miss the cube.
But he's not going to lose that much time.
I feel like this cube grab is a lot easier too than cube momentum.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know why.
Alright, and Sushi Sushi and Zypeh, by lining up a specific place in a specific spot and then walking forward, both press the button for 1 frame, and in this chamber and a few other chambers, that tricks the game into just holding the button down. No reason.
There's a specific trigger on the button that only checks, or that Whenever it
To
registers
ensure
that it's been
execution
activated
power
twice in the same
remains
tick,
for
it doesn't
testing
register the
protocols.
second
All
press.
safety devices have
It's,
been
It doesn't
um,
register the
The
unpress.
enrichment center
Alright,
is
coming up
special
next
right to
is
have
Wheatley
questions or
Skip.
concerns
Just
about
kidding,
this
that's what I would say
News.
like 2 weeks ago. Both these runners are going to do an epic trick where you just shoot past the door because there's a hole in the door. And it's a very precise setup that Zypeh is really good at because he's a CM runner.
It's almost like Zypeh has world record in this map.
Yeah, it's actually incredibly precise how
As in
precise
like
that shot
to the
is.
coordinate. As in to like
You need a
the
bind to lower your
coordinates.
sensitivity in
You
order
don't
to
need
hit
it,
the
but it
shot.
helps a lot.
You basically need it.
Rex doesn't use one, but it's so precise that even the coordinates aren't quite precise enough because you can get the right coordinates.
Yeah, when you're running, you
And doesn't always
see
work.
some text in the top left corner of both games. That's actually all their position information, position and angle information. And the angle information shown does not have enough significant figures to actually be as accurate as we need it to be for that shot
So
specifically.
this map is pretty much just movement and then a big cutscene.
And so
So-
Zypeh is going to win.
So Zypeh is gonna win.
And then after he reaches this room, there's nothing he can do to speed up the game.
Yep. Although there's
It
stuff
looks
he
like
can do
Zypeh
to
is
bless his run.
handily about 5 to 8 seconds ahead. I didn't count.
About, yeah.
Not interested in anything
I
else.
think a little
Don't
less
touch
than that.
anything else. Don't even look at anything else.
Just need to watch Wheatley emote for a while.
Yeah, this is
Look at something else. Look at the next.
Well, actually, I think I take it back. I think this is the longest, just straight cutscene.
Yes, but there's is something to do at this point in the game.
True, there is something you can do, and you pretty much have to do it if you're a true
Yeah.
speedrunner.
Otherwise, the run you have to reset if you miss it.
Yeah, should I explain the lore behind Hoopy?
I think you should just like all the whole backstory.
Alright, the whole backstory. So when Valve was developing Portal 1, obviously they couldn't tell into the future. So one of the key parts, oh my god, Zypeh does not opt to grab Hoopy.
I think he just tied back in.
Power up initiated.
Alright,
So
Sushi
Zypeh's gonna
grabbed
lose.
Hoopy. So that's Hoopy. And if any of you have played Portal, I assume most of you have played Portal 1, but if any of you have completed Portal 1 recently, you'll probably notice the scene at the end where you're in the parking lot and GLaDOS is destroyed, and there's all the stuff falling down. A hoop, exactly like this metal hoop, falls just right in front of you, straight in front of your face. And then you get dragged back into the Enrichment Center for the sequel.
Oh, it's
So, originally when Valve released the game, they thought that the hoop was going to be the epic meme.
I've been really
Yeah, I
Of
think
the
some
20th
developers
century.
said in an interview that they didn't expect the cake is a lie to pick up. They expected Hoopy the Hoop to become the big
Because
character.
the cake is a lie is technically not anywhere other than the Ratman dens, which are kind of secret.
that you're going to regret.
It's never the cake is a lie is never mentioned by like in dialogue or anything. So like written on the wall at one point.
Monster. I will say though that since you went to all the trouble of
I
waking me
think
up, you must really
maybe the parking lot fell in. It's been like a
I love
good
it
10
too.
million years or
There's
so
just
since
one
Portal 1
small
and
thing
Portal
we
2.
need to take care of first.
It's all... The transition between the games is kind of fuzzy. It's never
Well,
really explained how GLaDOS gets like a remodel, sorta. And some other things are questionable, but
A lot of things are questionable.
doesn't matter. Alright, so these gamers are about to enter Act 2, which starts off with them getting the dual portal gun. And then
Starts
Zypeh
off
is
with
going to
the
be
dialogue skip actually.
unoptimal. Yeah, he's going to get a dialogue skip here. Right when you enter the room with the dual portal gun, there's a trigger. But if you do that, then you skip the trigger. Zypeh doesn't get
If
it.
I haven't missed it, it's gonna reload for
Opts
it.
to reload. It's a lot easier if you crouch, but if you do that, you skip the trigger and you can get the portal gun immediately.
I just saw what Sushi did. We saw it with
And
Zypeh
if
with
Msushi was fast enough and he actually hit the portal,
he hit the portal shot, he just fell.
This place really is a wreck.
yeah, there would be an extra dialogue skip you could get. It looks like Zypeh got it.
And now
It's
I'm
probably
on
fast
She's
enough.
actually fast enough to get it.
So there's nothing to stop
He
us
just
from
fell.
testing for the rest of your life.
That could have been a really
After
good
that,
chapter
who
1.
knows?
That
I
was
might
only
pick up a hobby.
And that's another
Or,
example
really
of
good
them
incinerator, I mean.
waiting to enter the elevator for the right word. It only saves like a second or two on every map, but
Sushi finishing chapter 1 with a 13:26, and Zypeh with a 13:25.
All right. These runners are actually neck and neck.
I've
Until
heard that
Sushi
the
misses
ghost
laser
since you
intro.
killed me.
All right, now Sushi got laser intro.
I forgot
Okay,
how good
never
you
mind.
Something
were.
interesting about that map, if you mess it up and you don't have a save to load,
We have a
you have to
lot
wait
of
like
work
8 seconds to do it because the portal on that slanted surface disappears because the slanted surface is technically moving.
It's a very simple map, but it's very easy to mess up
Yeah,
if you're kind of autopiloting, or if you just like mispace your hops, or
Yeah.
This
anything.
next
Or if
test
you just
is
miss the
about
portal.
regiment redirection cubes. I just
A lot of
finished
new
Zypeh
players
is
like to
currently
wait to shoot the
2
portal.
seconds ahead.
Well done.
Oh my god,
That's a good-
Sushi
Here come the test
Laser
results.
stare.
times that shot really
You
well and
are a
actually goes
horrible person.
incredibly
That's
fast,
what
high
it
speed.
Do you
says.
think that was on purpose, or do you think that was just pure luck?
We weren't even testing for that.
Yes.
Okay.
That
Zypeh
map's
too, though.
pretty simple. There's no glitches in that map. It's just making fun of Valve's bad map design.
Yeah. Although if you
Don't
miss the
let
portal
that
onto the
horrible
cube, it's
person
very annoying.
discourage you. It's
Yeah, it
just
is
a
really.
data
But it's
point.
there's a portal
If it
helper,
makes you
so it's
feel
fine.
any better.
There is, yeah.
Science
Alright,
has
this
now
is the
validated
third
the
map
birth
with
and
lasers,
congratulations.
and the
The
first
first
map
map
where
with
we lose.
laser switch glitch.
Use laser, yeah.
So
If
what laser
you-
switch glitch is if you
Yeah,
have a
you-
laser in a receptor and then you switch it to another receptor immediately, they'll both be activated for a few frames, and it'll allow you to activate any dialogue and open doors just for a small amount of time. And the way doors work in this game, at least the single player, is if you're pressing up against the door when it's open, even if it's open for 1 tick, you can squeeze on through.
One moment.
So we use that trick a few times in the run.
So yeah, both lasers are activated for a tick, and because you're pushing against the door,
So feel free
it'll
to
open
slow
for you.
down and
Yep.
do whatever
Alright, now
it is
Sushi
you
here is
do
probably
when
not going to
you're
go
destroying
for
this
Wetmaker.
facility.
Oh,
You go for
Wetmaker Jr.
Yeah.
Sad to see. Hate
This
to
is
see
a
it.
custom Msushi route
I
where
guess you
I
are
made the
listening to
route,
me.
shut up.
But for
custom
the record,
sushi route.
You don't have to go that slowly.
Did you actually make Wetmaker Jr.?
I
No, that's
think I,
Sushi.
well, I don't know if I came up with it first, but I came up with it. Zypeh opting to do full Wetmaker, but missing it. The route there is you have to throw a cube in the air, and then do an incredibly hard reportal, and then grab the cube midair. It's not incredibly difficult, but it's quite difficult. You can't blame Zypeh for missing it, really.
Reportal is a trick that exists in Portal 1, although it's not as prominent there. But it was Valve's attempt at making you unable to portal stand by pushing you out of the portal whenever you change portals when you're between them. So you can't just stand in between there and move your portals wherever you want. You can still portal stand if you just hit a direction at the same time, so it's not very useful, but what it does allow is us to gain a big boost of speed by...
Okay, Zypeh has
Changing our
gone for
portals.
Wetmaker about 5 or 6 times. I think it's time he should
Try
just
Junior.
throw in the towel.
Let's see what the next test is. Oh,
He's having a lot of trouble with Wetmaker.
It's probably the psychological aspect of it now is hard. Oh, that looked good. I don't know why he didn't get it.
Yeah, he's getting the reportal. Is getting a decent reportal. It's just
Yeah,
not.
even if you get a reportal, though, it's incredibly hard. Oh, that was probably it.
Maybe he's adjusted that orange portal a couple times.
Yeah, it was definitely the
go.
orange portal. If the orange portal isn't as low as possible, then you'll hit the ceiling and you will not go far enough, guaranteed. It's awful. Alright, Zypeh is now quite a bit behind.
Yeah, that was a pretty major oof, if I do say so myself. Luckily, it's not a no major oof run, so we're okay, but
Yeah, I mean, Zypeh can still easily bring the run back. It's an hour speed game.
Sushi can easily choke.
Hmm.
That's why I had to call you garbage.
There's always like Cave Johnson or something for him to choke on for a while.
Yeah, easy. So, Msushi's gonna go into Pit Flings, which is, again, just gonna use reportals.
I swear, it's super
normally
easy to
there's
see what
a
reportal does here,
normally there's like a map to play.
I'm sorry.
but we don't. So you can
But
see every
Msushi's
time
gonna
he does the
report
report, he gets significantly higher.
He's actually gonna
And
miss the
every time
third
he misses
reportal.
that
Has to
last
go
one,
for
he
it
just
again.
gets around. Does get the backup though.
Nicely
Yeah,
done.
you can just get to the end with reportaling.
Yep, the door is nice and open.
Something to note about reportaling is it's a lot more powerful in Portal 2, because the boost you get in Portal 2 is bigger than in Portal 1.
Yep, I
But
don't
in
remember
both
the exact
cases,
number,
the
but
boost does
yeah.
not actually serve its original purpose, and it just creates another glitch. So,
although in Portal 1, technically not a glitch apparently, according to the speedrun community.
yeah. Technically, it's an exploit of an intended game mechanic, but
This
So
next
save
test
glitch.
involves emancipation
Alright,
grid.
in Fizzler
Remember,
intro,
I
Msushi
told
is going
you
to shoot
about
2
them in the
portals
last test area.
And that's just
under the
intro.
stairs
That was
before
the map.
they get the chance to go in.
Something funny to note about this map is you actually enter the elevator during the beginning dialogue, not the ending dialogue. So
Yeah.
you don't have to wait
And
for
GLaDOS
anything.
doesn't say anything at the end of the map if you complete it
Yeah,
correctly.
there's no dialogue because
So the elevator just goes immediately.
during that dialogue, Gladys talks to her about how she has to leave.
Alright, upcoming next is what we call a major skip. So what Msushi is going to do is crouch midair, and then uncrouch at really precise times. And he actually
There's
just
a-
skipped 2 lines of
There's a
dialogue.
counter up there, so it counts how many times you hit a trigger. You're supposed to hit it 3 times total when you go up on the faceplate. So you hit it the first time normally, you crouch and hit it again, and then you uncrouch. So it's pretty precise timing, but it allows you to hit that trigger more
Yeah, it's
times than you're
very
supposed
precise
to.
timing, but it saves like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Alright, Msushi going to not get a reportal, so he has to do the backup. But the second part of this map is... I don't think there's too many glitches, really. It's
No. There's
Just get
the
to the end
portal
fast.
peak.
Piloting a blimp.
Oh yeah, that was interesting. Oh, Zypeh shot the angled portal too low.
Unfortunate. Yeah, that angle portal can mess you up, and you can bonk your head a lot if you miss that up.
Normally you shoot it high, so you bonk your head on the cube dropper. Oh, Zypeh said something in chat, but the bitrate is like 5, so I can't read it.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, I have no idea
Yeah,
what
that
he
would be
said.
me talking over
If
Baster.
you solve this next test,
Can't
We're
hear
talking
me.
over each other a little bit, but
all the way up to the break
just
room.
like explain stuff.
And I'll tell you about the
I mean,
time
Baster's
you
done a
Ricochet.
lot
again.
more commentaries.
That was Ricochet.
You passed
That's a
the
really cool map.
test.
Yeah.
I didn't see the deer today. I did see some humans, but with you here, I've got more tests.
So I've been doing the other route in Fizzler intro here.
And losing a second.
Losing a second.
Oh, nice double 360 with the perfect hop. Oh my god.
Even if he's behind, he definitely is one of our hearts.
Alright, Msushi is going to do the first map with light bridges.
These bridges are made from
Unfortunately,
natural
there's no
rock that I
like
pump in from the
glitches really with
surface.
light
Well,
bridges.
there's the with light bridges, yeah.
It would be like standing
There's the cube
outside
through
with
glass,
the
which you're gonna
sun
see.
shining
Back
on your
like in,
face.
we didn't really talk about it, but in one of the first
Also
maps,
said
you could
but
shove a
they're
cube through a
natural
door,
to do it.
skip a lot of it. You could do the same thing here through the glass. It has to do with the way that
doesn't get it.
has to do with the way the game registers portals and objects next to them. Tries to put
Yeah,
the
we
cube
talked
in the
about it a
portal.
little bit.
You're a
Yeah.
predator, and these
Tries to put the
tests
cube
are
in the
your
portal,
prey.
but instead puts it
Speaking
through
of
the
which,
object.
I was researching sharks for an upcoming test.
So
Do you
Msushi
know
definitely
who
lost
researches people who are only trying to help
sizable
them?
chunk of time there.
Did
That's
you
like
guess
10
sharks?
seconds at
Because
least,
that's
so...
wrong. The
Like
correct
because Zypeh
answer
shot
is
the button
nobody.
as well as hit it.
Nobody but you is that pointlessly cruel.
Definitely giving Zypeh a chance to catch up, but
Does get the reportal, but not quite.
wasn't going fast enough. That's unfortunate.
Good news.
If you're going too
I
slow, you
think
just
you've
kind of
got what to
fling,
do with all the
not where you want to
unrest
go.
of Recycling your one room full of air.
Alright, now
When
Sushi
you
is going to
die,
do
I'm
what
going
used to be
make
definitely the
sure
hardest
you
and
in
most
the
risky
lobby.
map in the
That
game.
way future
not wrong.
generations can learn from you how not
Yeah,
to
you can
have
just
your
bunny hop past
unfortunate
that door,
bone
and that skips a
structure.
50-second
Well done.
cutscene.
In fact, you did
That's
so
huge.
well, I'm going to
It's a
note this
fairly
file
precise
in the
bunny hop sequence,
commendations
but not too
section.
bad.
Oh, there's lots of
I mean, if
It's
you're
easy
good
to
at the
miss,
game
but
like
yeah.
these people are,
Did
then
well.
it's not really too hard to do it
I don't
consistent.
know. Sushi was complaining about it the other day to me.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's kind of weird things. Every runner has their one trick that is just really hard for some reason. You know.
Hey, what is it for you? Oh, look, Zypeh's doing the cool route.
Okay, yeah, Zypeh is doing a much cooler route for Ricochet,
That was less cool at the end, but
but it's riskier, and it saves a second.
Good luck.
he just threw the
Sushi
cube
over
up so
here.
that it hit the laser at the right time. So it skips basically one cycle of him falling through the portal. It was very cool.
Yeah, it does skip a flank. Sushi over here just completed the first map with turrets in them. And then that's about it. There's nothing special about turrets. Since we're going so fast, they barely have time to shoot us.
Yeah, there's something special about them coming out, but
Maintain a constant
that's in
testing
turret blocker.
cycle.
It's in a while.
Simulate daylight at all hours and add adrenal vapor to your oxygen supply. So you may
This is a
be
pretty funny map because you can
confused
just
by
line up the
passage of
portals
time.
in plenty of time here before the elevator moves up.
Yesterday was your birthday.
Then he's going to drop the cube before actually lining it up so you can activate the end dialogue.
You know how I'm
Because
going to live
the end
forever,
dialogue
but you're
requires the
going
cube to be
dead in 60
on the ground.
years. Well,
or out of
I've
your
been
hands.
working on a belated birthday present for you. Well, more of a belated
Alright,
birthday
Zypeh literally
present procedure.
scripting.
Well, Technically,
Banned.
it's a medical experiment.
Run invalidated.
What's important is it's a present.
It looks like Zypeh is still about in the comparison, it looks like he's about 2 maps behind. But Sushi's loads are definitely giving him a
That jumpsuit
huge
you're wearing looks stupid.
advantage
Sushi
here.
loads seem
That's
to
not
be
me talking.
faster by a good
It's
chunk.
right here in your file.
Sushi's still ahead of
Other people
Zypeh,
have
but not by
responded,
a lot,
but
really.
right here, a
Yeah.
scientist has noted that
Alright, right
other
there,
people look stupid.
because we kind of
Well,
got stuck
what
in
does
between a
life-long
portal
old
and a
engineer
bridge,
know about fashion?
the turret
He
gave us the
probably
necessary
thought,
boost
wait,
to like give us
it's a
speed
I'm going through the list of test
through the
subjects in
bridge and then
cryogenic
on to where we
storage.
need to end up.
I managed to find 2 with your last
That's the
name.
only place we do
A
that
man and
in
a
the run.
woman. So that's interesting. It's a
Definitely not
spectrum.
getting the portal shot he's looking for there. And then
Ooh, missing the bridge to gap route.
missing the ground too.
It's not easy, the route.
But yeah, no. It's fairly consistent.
I have
Like
a
it's not
surprise
like there's
waiting
any
for you after
randomness
this
to it, but it's
next
definitely
Telling
a lot
you
of stuff
spoiled the
very quickly, and
surprise.
there's a lot of stuff to mess up
I'll
in a
just
short
give you
amount of
a
time.
hint. It involves meeting 2
Alright, the
people
map
you
Msushi's
haven't
doing
seen in a long time.
is essentially 100% intended. The ways to speed
Yep.
this map up are unconventional.
Yep, it's just minor optimizations. There's not really any tricks to it. At least
also,
not in inbounds.
You can't go out of bounds in this category.
Yeah, this is an inbounds category.
Oh, I've not been paying it. Zypeh exiting to main menu. I wonder. Did he just type quit?
Zypeh, what are you doing?
I think Zypeh. Hang on.
It
I'm
says this next
gonna
test
go into
was done by
Zypeh's
one of nature's Nobel
let's see.
Prize
VC
Map
real
setup.
quick.
It doesn't say what the prize was for. Well, I know it wasn't.
Can't even
for
go to
being
check on
immune to
Zypeh and see what's happening with that. Over here, Sushi is currently 7 seconds ahead of his PB.
I bet you think I
Which is
forgot
very
about your
exciting.
surprise. I didn't. In fact, we're
I would
headed
agree
to a
that is
surprise
legal,
right
but-
now. After all these years, I'm getting choked up just thinking about it.
Sushi's finishing up this right here. Pull the rug. Gonna get started on chapter 4, the surprise. This app has another pretty big skip found since the tournament
Initiating
started.
Surprise in 3, 2,
Coming at the very end of it,
1. I made
after
it
this little
all up.
cutscene here.
Surprise.
It's gonna do the map
Come
like
on. If it
the
makes
normal
you feel
speedrun
any
route.
better, they abandoned you
Go
at
over here,
birth.
grab the cube.
So I very
Alright,
What's happening with
so
Zypeh?
didn't even want
it
to
does
see you.
appear that Zypeh has elected to not do the speedrun anymore.
F in chat for Zypeh.
Definitely an F in chat for Zypeh. He did. It is a forfeit for Zypeh. I
Yep.
confirmed it.
Bye.
So, okay. Also noting, Msushi here is actually going to do Jerry skip, which is one of the more recent skips and one of the more annoying skips in the fact that it's very precise
Literally random.
and literally RNG.
It's about 50-50 is I think what we were
If
getting.
you do the setup correctly, it's about 50-50.
Because we were tasking it and getting not 100% consistency.
Yeah, if you do it right, you just clip through the elevator for reasons
Just
that
like
are
that.
unknown to me.
Yeah, that's about right.
No clue why that works. You just go
Well,
through.
You know the old formula.
And then that skips a long 30-second cutscene where Wheatley
Yeah, that's the
Talks
only
to you.
elevator that checks for the player's position rather than the elevator.
because it's a cutscene elevator.
It's a cutscene.
All right, I'm going to at the guy. Wait, who set us up? Wait, there's a button. Ping.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'll just add him.
I thought about our dilemma, and I came up
Should
with
I
a
add him
solution
to
that I
configure the
honestly
stream to
think
only
works out
Msushi
best
because
for
Zypeh
one of
forfeit?
both of us.
I don't think that's a thing.
I think
You can tell him.
Federal regulations require me to warn you that this next test chamber is looking pretty good. I think these test chambers look even
explain
better
laser
than they did
switch
before.
glitch there. The
It was
triple
easy,
one.
really.
Oh yeah, so laser
You
switch
just
there
have to
works
look at things
the same way that it
objectively,
does
see
back
if
in
you
Dual
don't
Laser
need
with you
anyone,
switch lasers,
and
but
trim out the
use the
fat.
laser cube to do it instead of moving your portals. Not sure exactly what the window is. there's to get later switch glitch. Going
I've got a
really
surprise
fast
for
doesn't
you
always
after
work.
this next test.
There's like a
Not
certain rhythm
fake
to it.
Tragic surprise like last time.
Yep, this
A
jailbreak.
real
This is a
surprise.
pretty interesting little skip
Tragic
here, where he's gonna stand in here so he can
consequences.
fall
What's going on? Who turned off
into
the light?
this room early.
Yeah, you're
Has stand
totally not
further.
supposed to be there.
You're not supposed to
And
be
this
there.
way-
He stands far enough back to be able to hit the trigger still. Because if he's too far forward, he'll just nothing will happen.
Yep, he just bunny hops across the gap that you normally cross with a bridge as soon as it opens, and that saves like 5 seconds at least.
Something like that, yeah. And this
And
is
then
the
here he
hardest
gets
skip
a
in the game.
boost off
Easy.
of the stairs to jump over the railing, and then get to the end. That map
That
was
railing
almost
skip.
entirely
The railing
movement.
skip is very easy, but also you could just mess up your hops and not make it, and then you have to like walk back up the stairs slowly and sadly.
Yeah. And this map is entirely movement almost. There's a few portals shot, but it's just about bunny hopping fast.
Yep. See if he does. Nope, he doesn't do the epic.
Yeah,
Railing
you can
skip
actually go to the right there. You have to bunny hop around an invisible wall, and it's harder than it looks. But
There's,
you
there's a
can
really
save
weird
a
invisible wall
second.
there.
Alright, I'm gonna ask him Sushi if he's gonna enable cheat vision.
This next map has a skip where he's skipping on a flashlight.
Alright, Sushi
So
is
it's
gonna
not
turn on
actually
ambient light for Turret Factory, so we will be able to see what he's doing.
You know,
Because this next map is normally very dark, because we skip the cutscene where Whitley turns on his flashlight, and contrary to what we might expect, that actually means he never turns on his flashlight. It sort of makes sense. But
Msushi
oh
turns
my-
on his personal flashlight.
yeah,
Chell's
we
flashlight.
allowed that command
Chell's
partially
actually
to help
sidebar.
runners with bad monitors and partially to help
Make
streamers.
it visible for the stream.
Because even if you don't turn
anything.
on the
Although we
light-
need to help Sushi actually get this jump.
even though you
This
don't
one just
turn on the
skips.
light, what am I saying?
Yeah,
You don't
that
turn on the
portal's
light,
on
you
the
can
top.
still see perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to
Essentially.
see, especially if you have any kind of idea what the map looks like in general.
hmm
It took me a
Although,
lot of trouble with that jump though, but he finally gets it.
yeah, although when you stream, because of Twitch compression and stuff, it's a lot harder for the viewers to see.
Yeah.
But he's just gonna bunny hop through here. Alright, he's doing alright.
He's doing
Certainly
alright.
not going for an IL world record, but
And then this
doing
part
alright.
here is cycle based from start, so depending on how fast you are, if you're really fast, you can get a really good cycle. Well, she does end up getting a good cycle anyways, but
yeah, if you get unlucky, those panels can straight up block you, and
Yep.
you're not gonna have a good time.
does not get the little skip there by jumping on the railing. Then we're gonna see coming up literally the newest skip in the run.
Oh, true, literally, that,
As
in about a
in found
minute, this
yesterday.
skip was found last night.
Yeah. It's well the skip
It was
was yeah, the
routed
skip was
last
found.
night.
It was routed
Routed
last night.
last night.
Based on if you guys remember back in Secret Panel in Intro 7 in Chapter 1,
We
There
just
was
shot
this-
straight through a door.
the shot through the door.
And then the same door is here. It's the door that Wheatley hacks to open. So you can hack the door yourself just by shooting through it.
Yep.
And
all those doors have the exact same little unit gap in them.
one unit gap
Although,
at the very top.
One unit gap at the very top. Although you need to be like at a very specific height to hit it, and then looking at the very specific angle. The angle isn't really the hard part; it's the height that makes it weird. And then you see a portal surface on both sides, so you would actually utilize it. Obviously,
Right. And Sushi, it looks like he got good RNG, so it is actually possible that he could have done the turret fly, which is
time.
honestly, in my opinion, a cooler route,
It is.
and then gotten about at the same time.
He's gonna line up the coordinates here to get a specific height, line up to shoot through the door, and shoot the top of the door. There you go.
So you can just shoot straight through the door. And he did it pretty fast, so he's
That's
going to be about
turretless.
on par with the good RNG he had.
Yep. Turretless Sabo.
Yeah. That's the only way you can complete turret sabotage without touching a turret,
Yep.
which is pretty cool.
There is that is about the same as like a perfect RNG turret fly, which is the old route where you
I think
involve
it might
getting two
be-
black turrets.
It might be a touch slower, I'm not sure.
It's about the same, and it's all coming
It
down
is
to like
about the same.
execution, basically, because there's so much time to save in that. In theory, if you're really fast at it, you just hit the line as perfectly opposite.
Yeah, and especially a
of
TAS could
Yeah.
save tons of time.
Yeah, but there's one faster way involving getting one black turret and getting a hop
We don't
onto
talk
the
about
beams.
that. That's individual
But that's-
level only.
Yeah, it's been done like what by 2 people.
Yeah.
In
Alright, this entire map that Sushi just joined is on a cycle. He is to go fast enough so that when he gets to the top, the moving portal surfaces are in just the right place so that he can cut all the neurotoxin tubes really fast. And it looks like he is going to be fast enough.
Yep.
Oh, and turning on the full bright again, actually to help see better.
You can line up and shoot through the door there. That door is not a solid object, and there's just no wall behind it, so
Yeah,
you
just shoot
the
through
moving
it.
panels easily.
Alright, and then that is just, yeah, that's the setup. Because he went if he went too slow, the panels would be in the wrong place, and he'd have to wait a really obnoxiously long time.
It's a fairly simple cycle. That cycle is a pretty easy one to get if you're good at b-hopping.
And this next map is literally a cutscene. So,
Yep. I think, what, 53 seconds?
yeah. 57, I bet.
I bet.
I'm gonna check right now.
51.
Oh, really?
We were both wrong.
This should take us right to her. I can't believe I'm finally doing this.
Yep, 5186.
I knew this would be fun. They told me it wasn't fun at all. So they said it's not fun at all. And I believed them. I was a fool to myself. Oh, and I'm loving this. Whale of a time.
You know how to describe this cutscene?
Fun.
Quirky.
This place is huge. And we're
It's just a good cutscene.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's a pretty good one. What Sushi isn't showing you is right behind him is a glowy cube.
No neurotoxin, no
Oh, I
very
forgot
exciting.
about that.
Yeah. I like glowy cube.
Hold on, because
I literally 100% forgot about that.
I'm going the wrong way.
So one of my favorite plot holes in this game is why does that tube lead to the neurotoxin? Because that's where Wheatley comes out of next, but
It's because the weighted storage cubes store the neurotoxin.
that's our theory.
Yeah. And then up
So
here at the
this is-
beginning of this map is
The cake dispenser.
about 8 seconds of moving, and then it's basically a 3-minute cutscene. It's
Yeah.
middle of the game is huge. Cutscene feels bad, man. But
And then there's this map is basically a cutscene. There's like one jump. There's 2 jumps. And then there's another cutscene right after. There's also a toilet,
Mhm.
It was nice catching up. Let's get to business.
which is very thoughtful of GLaDOS in case you get really scared you have to pee your pants.
Otherwise, I'm afraid
when did the Portal 2 start? About 32 minutes and 54 seconds ago.
Plus loads.
Yeah.
Seriously though, goodbye.
Sushi put something in his chat. I can't.
I
read
believe
it.
that says Super Nut.
Why? I don't.
Well, because I had a bind that said Super Nut,
Well,
and then, you
I
know,
suppose
so
we
he
could
did too.
just sit in this
I think
room and
Msushi-
glare at each other until somebody drops
Yeah,
dead.
I've been noticing it all throughout the run. A lot of his music is
It's your old
off or a lot
friend,
quieter than it should be.
neurotoxin,
And Msushi's music is definitely quieter
and haunted.
because I think he streams with song requests on, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Also worth pointing out, Sushi here is going to go for absolutely nothing, but
Yeah, he's gonna just
Kind of
roll
like-
Wheatley all the way to where he needs to be.
there's kind of a joke that you can use Wheatley to clip and skip this entire map.
You can't. Not at all.
You can't. It's
I hope he knows that you have to pick him up, actually. Yeah.
Torch.
Substitute core accepted. Substitute core. Are you ready to start?
How can
the
Wheatley
But-
turn himself in the tube? He gets knocked with a
Are you ready
cube.
to start the procedure?
No,
Oh, yes, she is.
no, 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 no.
Wheatley just big brain ran
Transfer
3,000
procedure.
calculations in an instant.
Unless
Also, reaction wheels only
to press
affect
start.
angular momentum. So,
Not so fast.
Stalemate
That was a
resolved.
good still my button press.
Wait, what if this hurts?
yeah, that's the
What
other.
if this really hurts?
That's the second part of the map where you have to
Oh,
be
it
fast.
will.
then here's,
Believe me,
like,
it will.
This is
Another
the single
minute of
biggest skip in the
cutscene.
run
You're just saying that, aren't
This
you?
is the big
by far,
It is gonna hurt, isn't it?
but this is also like the
big
easiest skip
plot
in the run.
twist.
Get my hands off me. No, stop.
Yeah, this is also a plot twist. There's like a story happening here that we're gonna miss most of it.
Yeah. So GLaDOS is gone. Crab emoji.
This is what I
So
like
now
to
that Willie
call.
has control over the facility, he's
Well,
going to get the elevator up for us.
The thing is, now that Wheatley has a cutscene, we have to skip it because that's the rules of the speedrun.
Yeah, we have to
So
skip
this
as
is
much
what I like
Wheatley
to
as
call.
possible.
This is what I like to call is Wheatley skip 5.
Lift, I'll call it now. There we go. Lift called.
Because really,
Alright,
Look, house. Let me tell you, I
oh my god,
that
he almost
works.
fell off the elevator. Hang on, I gotta.
This is cool.
okay, we're gonna go make fun of Msushi in chat. So there, that's called elevator skip, or otherwise known as like Petro glitch, for long backstory reasons.
Yeah, you
But-
can just jump on top of the elevator, and as you saw
It's-
right there, the elevator will try and push you off.
It will try to push you off, but it's known as like the easiest trick in the run because it saves like over 2 minutes, and you literally just jump and then fall. But that's the hard part apparently. But
Wait, hang on.
it's very easy to do that. Pretty much every single runner can do this on their first attempt. I've told people how to do that in Twitch chat who've never speedrun this game before.
It's a pretty
It's
easy
not that
glitch,
hard.
but it saves huge amounts of time.
Yeah, like 2.5 minutes, I think. So
Zypeh did finish, just not the game.
Zypeh did finish. Especially before we had safe loading allowed in the speedrun. It was a much
Yeah,
weirder to miss that. So it was like a big stress moment because it's so easy, but if you miss it, the run's dead.
Yeah, about 6 months ago, we changed the rules so that you could make quick saves and then load them, because previously you couldn't do that for reasons that are basically compatibility with SDA.
Yeah, it's like a
Is long
the
historical
no
reasons.
no safe loading is kind of like an older school speedrunning thought process. And it
But
just
now we
didn't
can.
seem- yeah, now
So
we
it's not a
can.
huge deal if you miss the 2-minute time save, because you
You
can
said
load the
we
save and
we still make fun of you though.
yeah, because it's easy.
It's easy, and it's always gonna be part of our culture making fun of you. What's funny about this map is you can technically lose 5 seconds for no reason.
Yeah, just pure RNG. But I've actually never had that happen, so it's.
That has happened like 5 times, I think.
Oh my god.
Going
That's
for
why he doesn't
long
like the
fall-
game.
Going for long fall CM attempts.
Okay,
I
so
like to
now
point out,
we're.
as we're halfway through the run, I quickly like to point out that you should all stay hydrated. Go fill your waters if you haven't yet.
So now we're gonna actually start chapter 6, and this map.
We're gonna start a Valve game because we have the Valve wake up animation.
Yeah.
There it
Oh
is.
my god, I didn't never
There it is.
notice that actually.
Yeah, that's it. It's a Valve game.
Sock
Officially.
wake up animation.
Yeah, it's in like every Valve game. It's got to be there.
Okay.
This app is pretty much just movement, and there's one really long shot.
It's
called
just
long shot.
movement and shooting portals in places that they probably didn't want you to. Like right here.
Yeah, there's like one really obvious skip. There's like a lit up portal surface and all that you could just see from halfway through the map that you're not supposed to get to yet. But then there's this long shot which skips like a bunny hop sequence down something. This corridor.
Yeah, normally you do that map a lot faster, but Msushi is
Yikes! It wasn't even that bad.
I know it wasn't that bad, but everybody
He
makes
messed
fun
up,
of me
like,
for
the
messing
ending
up
slightly.
underground.
That's true. Well, it's because you normally do it so fast that you mess up a lot on the last portal shot.
I've gotten better at it.
I still find this joke to be really funny. It's just a giant
Yeah,
wall
there's the huge door that opens
to
and then a little door.
a
But
little
you
push
can
door.
get past the huge
You
door.
can also soft lock there. If you're too far to the right, you can just get stuck on the wall.
Yeah, if you're too far to the right, a prop will spawn inside you, and then you can't move. Forever.
It's pretty epic. But this is Cave Johnson, which is one of the hardest maps in the game.
Yeah, chapter 6 in its entirety is hard.
There's a lot of back-to-back-to-back things that are easy to mess up.
And
Let's
then
go
right here,
shot.
you can, if you get as far to the edge as possible and do a jump shot, you can shoot around that cliff.
You
And
explain
then
that
right
one.
here, you
That
can
was
use
really
a
fast, though.
combination of what is known as scripted momentum and a reportal to get way higher and further than you're supposed to be, jump off a pipe, and into the ending. That was a really clean Cave Johnson by him.
I want to point out Sushi is 25 seconds ahead of his PB.
Wow, that's pretty good. Quick thing to note there, jumping in the elevator actually saves time because you need to hit the trigger to turn the lights on.
The only
that
time
hits
it
it
actually
faster than
matters.
normal.
It is also cool to jump in the elevator though, so
Alright, there's about 5 different ways to complete this map, technically. So
Yeah.
Msushi is going to opt for the, probably what's called normal one, where you just
Play them
get
out.
the
Planes
cube,
you can
put it on
shoot
the left.
above that fizzler there. It's not actually all the way up.
Yeah, you can shoot past it.
And what they does, which is kind of funny, it skips the dialogue and it makes some really weird. Makes Kim John's talk over himself.
What is Msushi? Msushi is doing the old backup. Okay. Yeah, that's just a way to skip the first part of the map. So you can
Funny,
get
if
straight
you
to the
don't get
second.
that airstrike there to grab the cube, and you have to hit the blue gel on the walls, it'll cause the game to lag a lot due to the audio overloading.
Oh, that's what causes it?
Yeah, that's due to the audio.
Yeah, there's 2 glitches there, relatively new glitches that he just didn't do because they're kind of hard to do in a full game run. Ah, I win.
I said G 3 times. But this is bomb flings. Also has another route that Sushi's not going to go for. That's Super Portal.
Yeah, and another route, Bombi Flings, that he's not going to go for. Probably.
He doesn't
Well,
do bomb flings? I thought
what?
he did. I thought he did
Maybe
bomb
he
flings.
does. No,
Nope,
he
never
doesn't.
mind. Yeah. So there's another route called Bombi Flings, which the story behind that, as far as I'm aware, is Sushi's looking at demos for routes for this, and he found one, and he named it Bomb Flings, but accidentally hit I after bomb. So it's now forever called Bombi Flings.
Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
She's having a pretty good
Yeah, Sushi is
Compare,
doing Chapter
like,
6 really well.
releases.
A
other
lot of
than
these
the
maps
bullshit
are
show.
either hard or like harder than they look.
Sushi gets his portal shots doing absolutely nothing. This has another cool route that Sushi's not going to go for, including, well, missing the blue gel is not part of the route.
Yeah.
This
But
is a fun
Sushi's
little
gonna
long shot. Skip the map. There's actually
skip
puzzles
the
in this
first
map
part
that
of
we're
the
not going to do, because why would we?
He's gonna skip the first part of the map there, but there's another route you can do where
That's not the route.
that's not the
That
route.
was okay though.
But there's another route you can do where you skip both parts of the map by doing a
Sushi can
stuck
use a
one.
stick skull here to break the glass.
Yeah.
Like you do that by crouching and uncrouching at the right time.
Yeah.
Not
I think it's
exactly
similar to the double dialogue skip we saw way earlier in the run, right?
Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea what caused it, but yeah, you can break the glass with your forehead there.
I think it's the same, just like
It might be.
it's like the same thing also happens in like that one room in Aperture Tag.
Yeah.
So I think Msushi's going on to potatoes, right? Yep.
He is. You're so smart.
So this is the transition into Chapter 7, and it's when we get GLaDOS back.
Yeah, it's named after the potato GLaDOS, so we're gonna see a lot of her in this map.
That was the only really major glitch in this. The first major glitch.
Yeah, that's
you can shoot
that was a portal
through that
helper.
glass
So,
portal.
yeah, the
by
game has
using-
what's called portal helpers, where whenever there's like a portal shot, especially when you're supposed to do like in midair during a fling or something, it tries to help you place the portal right. So it has the portal helpers that you shoot anywhere in that range, it'll place the portal correctly. However, that portal helper is so big it goes past the glass. So you shoot on the wall next to the glass and it'll place the portal on the other side. It's a pretty funny trick there. And we knew about it before we knew what caused it, so people weren't sure if it was something that could happen anywhere or...
Did anything happen while I was out?
The testing area is just up ahead. The quicker you get through, the quicker you'll get your $60.
Sushi there did a little seam shot, which used to be the hardest shot in the run. The most precise shot in the run. Now it is not. But
Yeah. You can shoot that little sliver of portable surface, and it skips directly to the end of the map.
it's the very last portal server you're supposed to shoot in the map.
And then you do just quick and easy running reportal to get to the end.
Just
and
like
I
that.
really say quick and easy because it's not that hard.
Yeah, but you gotta do a couple decent hops. And then actually hit the reportal is part of it too. Just like that.
There you go.
Nicely done. Just barely.
My God.
That was really close.
This on? Hey, listen up down there. That thing's called an
So
elevator.
subpar start to
Not a
his chapter
bathroom.
7 after a pretty okay chapter 6. He got the hard maps in chapter 6. They messed up the one jump and repulsion intro, and then whatever the other map is. Crazy
If you're
box.
interested in an additional $60, flag down at
All right, this map has a really cool route.
You could walk out of here with 120 weighing down your
Um,
pistol if you let us take your
That was
wait, does he really not have enough gel?
he
That's so
really
sad.
did not get gel spread there. That's funny.
Okay, so he's gonna line up on this portal, shoot there, and then just jump a bunch, and you get way too much speed there for no reason.
Due to bunny hopping, we have scroll bound to jump.
Yeah, so you can input
easily
like
spam jump,
5
especially
jump
with your
inputs.
G502.
Yeah, I don't have one, but Sushi does.
Sushi does. You can just spam jump there, make it to the end really quick.
Oh, hello, Portal 2 speedruns in the chat.
I'm running out Sushi's pace. Sushi is currently plus something. Plus 5, I think.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, he definitely stole PB off of this.
And then this map is Conversion Intro. It's the first and pretty much only map besides the boss fight where we use the conversion gel, isn't it?
I believe so.
This map is sort of
Well,
split up into 2
technically,
sections.
propulsion polarity.
Which one is?
The last map, chapter 8, at the very start.
Well, we don't use the gel.
Yeah, because the gel falls, and you have to use it to get to the door.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Brain.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, this map is split into 2 sections. There's the first part, which is like
The
most of
second
story, and the second part is the puzzle. And you can skip the puzzle by doing one simple clean reportal. You just get
Or
right up
2
there.
if you do the scam route.
Yeah.
This map is one of the ones I see people get stuck on casually the most. Because people like spread the white gel everywhere and have no idea where to go.
And then right here you can shoot. Oh, that's gonna make it
You
harder
have
for
to
me.
miss.
You can
Awkward.
shoot straight onto the top one,
Yep.
and
And
then
then
that
get
skips a
a
big.
quick air strafe here. Easy peasy. And then go into 3 gels. Which has a trick called Stuck Launch in it.
Alright, this map is insane.
It certainly is.
2 separate times there's a trick called Stuck Launch, which is what happens when the game thinks you're falling but doesn't move you down at all. And then
You get
because
yourself stuck
how much
here,
the blue gel bounces you up is 100% dependent on how hard you hit it, you can go very high using this glitch.
you see this portal gun's moving like he's falling. And then the blue gel will give him all the speed that he should have, or shouldn't have from falling. Is he gonna do second stuck? No. Or maybe.
No, he is.
Oh, he is. I mean,
He's just doing a
he's
different
gonna
route.
do he's doing his silly route.
I looked into that
Actually
route.
loses time.
I found it slower for me, but it does allow you to.
Yeah, that's hitting. That is not set up right. He is hitting that pipe.
Yeah, what is he? That doesn't look.
You just not know
Oh, I
his
think
line.
he is the maybe the orange portal wrong, or he's just shooting too high. Yeah.
Yeah, he's shooting way too high.
All right, Sushi's gonna get the second stuck. Oh man, he's kind of slow now. Okay, he's just doing.
He's gonna do this one,
Two
which
times.
is technically faster, isn't it? Well, it's only faster if you don't get the blue gel.
Yeah, a funny story about this tube. The tube carries the blue gel, so the developers thought, hey, why not make it bouncy?
Yeah, I have no idea why that tube.
Even
is
though you're
bouncy.
never supposed to get anywhere near that tube.
It's only the top part of it, right?
I don't know.
Like I think the bottom half of it isn't bouncy at all.
Yeah. Only the part you're never allowed to touch is bouncy.
Also, for some reason, there's a portal surface there, which there doesn't need to be.
Wait, I missed it. Oh,
I
right.
mean, like to get onto the pipe. Like, it's just funny. There's even a portal surface there.
Mm-hmm.
This is wait, skip 6 coming up here.
Alright, yeah, coming up, we're just going to throw a cube on a button,
locking onto buttons. How
so that
can
we
you
can get in the
lock
door
on
before he blocks it off.
This is the one
It skips another 50
cube throw on
seconds.
the run.
Okay, cold.
Cube throws this game are
Cold,
pretty
you're
weird,
okay.
just the way the physics work.
Very cold. Very, very, very cold.
This throw's fairly
Get on the
consistent,
button.
especially with the lineup that Sushi's going to use.
Oh, that's funny, is it? Oh, it's funny because we've been at this for 12 hours and you haven't solved it either. So I don't know why you're laughing. You've
But
got
there
1
are
hour.
weird,
Solve
especially
it.
like Portal 1's cube throws with the super throw. Makes it pretty easy, but this game you have to actually like chuck it.
Ah,
Feels
Yeah,
good.
so Sushi's going to be pushing up against that door when the cube lands on the
I
button.
have to test all the
And
time.
because of the pushing
I
up
get
against the
this
door in
itch,
single player
you know, it
mechanic
must
that
be
we mentioned
hardwired
earlier,
into the system.
the cube only has to hit the button for 1 frame, and then you're
I'll tell you,
golden.
when I do test,
Yep, and then even if it doesn't matter either way, because if you're not pressing up against the door, you get stuck between the door and a panel that pops up from the ground to block you from leaving.
Also, it
You
is
get through the door right
possible
away.
for the cube to activate the panel, but not the door. It is rare, but it is possible.
Yes. Also possible for the button to the cube to solve the test and soft lock you.
Yeah, that's all incredibly rare. Alright, Sushi just bunny hopped so fast that he broke Wheatley.
The cubes can never climb onto the button, so the cube that was next to the button wasn't an issue. It's the reason that can happen is the cube can get flung by another cube.
It's incredibly weird.
So. Good dialogue skip there. We skipped 6.1.
Alright, it saves about 2 seconds, that dialogue skip.
Yeah, max.
Yeah, normally they program the cubes so that they can't get on the buttons themselves to prevent the cubes from solving tests themselves.
Because that would kind of ruin the entire
But
point
one
of
of
that
the
room.
cubes is on a pre-programmed path, like a scripted path, to make it like look nicer or something.
Yeah, I don't know what.
And then that
it
cube has
is.
weird collisions, so it can collide with another cube and then fling it onto the button. Do you want to explain literally cheating?
Yeah, sure. This is literally cheating. This is called funnel fly, crouch fly glitch, excursion funnel glitch. A lot of names for it. I'm gonna call it crouch fly. Basically, what happens if you go into a funnel, you're completely stopped and you change your crouch state. So going from standing to crouching or vice versa. Then you can get this crouch fly glitch where you have the zero gravity effect of a funnel, even when you're outside of a funnel. However, you can't directly control your vertical height. You can only control. You can go like the angle you're going at. You can use objects like the ground or the ceiling there. You can jump to change that.
You can control your vertical height by jumping, but
Jumping, yeah.
sort of
Falling level geometry using cubes like this.
yeah.
But you preserve from map to map too, so until he touches another funnel, he's gonna have crouch fly glitch for a while. Allows chapter 8 and 9 to become extremely broken.
I believe it was discovered the day the game came
It
out.
was discovered the day the game came out. It was discovered in partially the first day. It was discovered you could do it with a vertical funnel going onto a button. So people thought that was the only way that you could actually get crouch fly. It was since discovered that you can do it literally anywhere with a funnel that you can stop.
That is a big reason why you can't crouch while jumping, I believe. It definitely sort of makes it harder, but not really. Oh heck, that's
smart. That was on purpose. Because I have no
That
idea
route.
if it was or wasn't.
Oh my god,
Also-
nice cube throw, Msushi.
He like kind of gave like a 1, 2, 3 there.
Yeah, I'll actually have to start doing that. That's
Yeah, that's
pretty
pretty
smart,
smart.
using the cube to knock yourself down so that you don't have to do it on the other side of the portal.
Yeah, because that can not always work right.
Alright, so this map is
This is
the
the
hardest
hardest
map
map
of the
in
game. Heavy sarcasm. Because of the crouch fly, you
map.
can...
And they decided to leave the door open.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like every single map they leave the door open, we just go right to the door. Like this
That's a-
map we have
That's a popular
flings.
theme indeed. Oh,
yeah,
hello,
we have
Zypeh
pit
in
flings
the
we have
chat.
proportional polarity.
Wait, is no, Sushi's not ahead, I don't think.
Huh?
Oh, he's the
What?
music turned off, so we can't hear the classical music.
Oh, sorry. I hope that didn't.
Oh my god, Sushi hits the really hard shot on the great first try, but then misses the button.
Misses the button.
You're obviously not supposed to be able to shoot there.
Yeah,
But
so the
because
way
of-
that works is you see the edge of that grate is a white surface. A white surface is a portal surface, And the way the game checks for a valid portal surface is in an X shape, because it doesn't check every single point on the portal, because that's a lot of math to do. It checks an X, so you shoot the corner, and the X that it checks is a portal surface of the grate. So it places the portal just fine, even though it shouldn't.
Alright, Sushi is not ahead.
No, he is. Yeah, he's plus like 20.
Okay.
First, you have to stop this box.
Yep.
Don't mind me, just moving the old
This
test
map
chamber a little
is
bit closer to
relatively
me.
simple. Something to note,
I'd have thought maybe
you can grab the cube there,
safety
even though you're supposed to be on alternate
might give us
trajectories.
stronger results.
And the cube looks like it's too far away, but you can
Oh, sorry,
totally
God,
grab
sorry,
That's
it.
a really
Are
big
you absolutely
hitbox.
sure you're solving these correctly? I mean, yes, you solved it, but I'm wondering if maybe there's a number of ways
Pretty
to solve
exciting.
them, and you're picking all the worst ways. No, don't
I'm
worry.
pretty simple. What map is next? It's Laser Catapult, is it? No.
Yeah.
This
That's-
map is
This map is the last map that you don't have crouch fly for. Until the very finale.
oh yeah.
If you're checking my work, I know I'm right, so.
Have a brainwave. I'm gonna tape you
This map
so
actually got
these,
more
and then
complicated
watch
the past, like,
Yeah, this map used to be
Year or so.
really simple, but as you can
That's-
see right now, it is not very simple.
I am gonna need you to solve these.
Sushi's having a bit of trouble.
Anyway, just give me a wave
Yeah.
before you solve
I
this
wouldn't
one,
jump
So
Fine.
because he was moving in the portal, he had to wait to uncrouch. But then he bonks on there to manipulate. Oh, feels bad.
Manipulate his head a little too much.
I wonder if he knows. Oh no, he's getting it right.
Yep, he's got this set up.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to bonk yourself down just right to get the right amount of speed.
Because you want to go so you're not like floating down slowly, but you also want to not go too fast. You do what Sushi
So
did
that
and miss the
happens.
platform.
If he'd gone to the platform and then to the door, he would have made it.
Yeah, the platform. Yeah, you can get
But
to that.
we do that because if you get crouch
Why
fly another
preserve
way,
crouch
it
fly?
won't preserve through maps. So now we have crouch fly in this map, which is why he's not bunny hopping.
Yeah, you want to
that
be able to get
means-
crouch fly on the source funnel, because if you remove the portal that the funnel is going through, you got crouch fly on, then you lose fly. Which was the old route.
Just for fun. All right, still nothing. Let's keep moving. Sorry about the lift.
Pretty good laser platform, though.
'Cause it melted.
And then here, Sushi is going to strafe in the air like he's in a funnel, right next to the funnel, because it is a lot faster than actually going in the funnel.
That's like the big time save in that map.
Yeah.
Just skipping the funnel.
And then touching the funnel when you have crouch fly usually cancels crouch fly.
What do you mean usually?
If you have crouch fly and you haven't loaded a map or like save loaded, it
Oh,
won't
yeah.
cancel.
Yeah, yeah.
Alive! Great. Yeah, just,
And this
get,
map is another
steps
case
ready
of
for you.
getting crouch fly and flying to the end. It's a common theme.
So, let's
Yep.
see here. Exit, exit, exit.
He wants to go just the right speed. He wants to not go too fast. If you go too fast, the door won't open, because you have to look at Peabody here. Which he does.
Yeah. If you go too fast, it'll just be really awkward because Peabody won't move and the door won't open.
And here he's waiting for that portal to stop moving so he can shoot the portal there before the fizzler opens up, which will
And that
activate the end
activates.
dialogue.
You
Yeah.
might say.
Otherwise, you get what's called awkward elevator, where the game is waiting for an end dialogue quote. You have to ride the entire elevator shaft.
You're gonna love it until it kills you till you're dead.
But we are good.
Alright.
No awkward elevator today.
You're picking up on what I'm saying there, but
Thanks, we get it.
Going on to the final map of Chapter 8,
Yeah.
I think.
Alright, he's not even trying to be subtle
Yeah.
anymore. Or maybe he still is, in which case, wow, that's kind of sad.
More conversion gel.
sorry, my fault.
Yeah. So this map is
Either way,
another case of just getting crouch fly and going to the end.
Because they left the door open.
Yeah, they just leave the door. Door's
I
always
didn't
open.
think you'd be able to get there that quickly.
so he's inexplicably happy all
That's a
of a
really
sudden,
good
even though
motion
he
player.
Really
Yeah.
clean.
his mind with the test
Yeah, the first sharp shot and everything.
he's got a surprise.
That shot on the corner of the funnel could be difficult to get, because if you shoot in the middle of the funnel will go through the portal, obviously. And then you can't go through. And the game wants you to shoot the middle, because that's how you actually beat the map.
Yeah, but you have to shoot the side.
But shoot the side, which is like...
Interesting thing to note.
weird
Normally
box.
when you're trying to cheese a placement helper, you shoot on the corner of the surface, not the side. But the corner of the surface doesn't work for some reason. I had to learn that the hard way.
The far corner does, not the close one.
No, the far bottom corner doesn't work.
Usually works for me. Maybe you're just bad.
Probably. But yeah, because he got crouch fly in the previous map, he's just going to literally fly through the first 3 finales.
And you can see already how much stuff isn't solid here. Because you're not supposed to actually ever touch it, so why would
Yeah,
it be?
the finales, like, especially this part of the finale sequence is so heavily scripted.
Yeah, but he's just supposed to be flying on catapults in the funnel at some point, so...
And then he
It lands
bonks off
on the
of
rail
Wheatley's
there.
monitor to get some downward
I've decided
momentum.
I'm not going to kill you, okay, if you come back.
And then Msushi doesn't realize that these catapults are at slightly... Oh, wait, how did he do that?
I have no idea how he did that.
What?
I think he was at the right height. He just jumped too late first time.
Okay.
Is my guess.
Yes,
If you're too slow there, you can get hit by the back of that crusher and die. Which is awkward, so you have to be at least a little fast there. Something to note is in the entire finale sequence while he's flying, he's going to try to avoid hitting the doors as they're moving. So if you hit the dynamic props while they're moving, then you get what's called slow fly. You just go very slow. Very apt name for it.
Yeah, it's really annoying and also confusing. I don't know why it happens.
Yeah, I don't know either. They try to balance the glitch of flying.
Yeah, probably.
That's a really good angle.
But yeah, it's especially common in Finale 3. You can hit a door, and then if you do and you get slow fly, it loses at least 15 seconds.
It's usually having really clean finales here. Other than that one jump miss, but... It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, this is the last finale map where flies abused so much.
Yep, you
And this is
cannot...
the door we're talking about. If you just run into that door full speed, you'll get slow fly, and you won't be able to control your movement in the air basically at all. It's awful.
Okay, I'll take that as a no then.
As far as we know, there's no way to... Oh, just not hit the pipe the way he wants. Or no, he wasn't trying to hit the pipe. I thought he was. As far as we know, there's no way to preserve fly into Finale 4, although we don't even...
Well, I mean, you can do it, but then you can't beat Wheatley.
I don't think we can, because...
Oh, true. No, I think
think-
possible.
I
think
you
there's,
can
like,
get low enough
something-
there.
I think you can hit something to get downward momentum in the first room and then go through the portal.
Maybe. I don't know. I remember there being some big issue with it.
Pretty sure it's possible. Alright, we're going into the boss fight.
I'll send you a core, and then you
So that's pretty cool.
If we do it a few times, plug me in and look.
Let's see if Sushi wants to soft lock the end of the game and does not finish.
Interest. Revenge. You like revenge, right? Everybody likes revenge. Well, let's go. Get some.
Unfortunately, I don't get to hear it, but this is one of my favorite songs in the game.
Welcome to my land.
My favorite song is classical music.
According to the control
Is it?
panel light up there, the
No, I
entire
don't know what
building's
it
gonna
is.
self-destruct in about 6 minutes. I'm pretty sure
The song's
it's
a bop.
the light. I think the light's on the blink, but just in case it isn't, I am actually gonna have to kill you, as discussed earlier. So let's call that 3 minutes and then a minute break, which should leave allegedly 2 minutes to figure out how to shut down.
Yeah, this
This
is
is-
So anyway, that's
just
the-
another
First
long
he has to
cutscene.
get
It's like a,
So, I took the
Yeah,
liberty
first you have to get the
of
bomb to
killing
hit
you,
the
killing her.
conversion gel there, but then you got a lineup to do. It's called bomb juggling, or bomb preserve.
No portal surface.
As soon as actually the fight starts in like a minute.
3 bomb-proof shields for me, leading directly
Yeah,
to number 4. Bombs for throwing.
how Bomb Preserve works is basically Wheatley throws like 5 bombs per cycle. And Wheatley will actually throw like 3 bombs before he has the chance to get hit with the first one.
In 5 minutes.
So, Wheatley, or I'm Sushi here, is going to line up some portals so the first bomb will hit Wheatley, and the second 2 that he throws will just go in an infinite loop through the portal.
Yep, which allows you to save time because you can hit wheelie before he throws the next cycle of bombs.
So you'll see there, he will probably look back to check, yeah, there's bombs going through the portals.
Yep.
Warning. More corruption.
That was a really nice throw by
Yeah.
Msushi.
Vent system compromised.
Something note to the note there, if you grab that sphere normally, it'll push you off to the right, really dumb. But if you grab it while in the air like that, it will not do that.
That was a really nice timing too on that second bomb hit.
Yeah. Sushi's having a bomb finale 4. No puns intended.
At 75.
Yeah, that was definitely intended.
Reactor explosion timer destroyed.
It was literally
Reactor
not.
Explosion uncertainty
Sure.
emergency preemption protocol initiated. This
I don't
facility
believe you.
will self-destruct in
And then also worth noting is if you hit Wheatley too early, you get what's called bad ending, or Wheatley won't.
It's actually if you hit him too late.
Is it too late? That was early.
Normally, yeah.
You get what's called bad ending, where Wheatley will just keep throwing bombs at you, and even during the cutscene where you're supposed to shoot the moon,
Even after you beat the game, he will keep shooting bombs at you.
bombs at you. Yeah,
100%.
that makes it very difficult to actually beat the game
Manual core
as you're getting bombs thrown at you while you can't do anything about
I
it.
see.
Which is why we call it bad
Are you
ending.
ready to start? Corrupted core. Are you ready to start?
What do you think?
Interpreting vague answer as yes.
No.
I'm not entirely sure what Sushi's trying to do here.
Elevate detected.
He's just having fun.
I think he's trying to do that, but
Detected in the
wasn't
Stalemate
succeeding.
Resolution Annex. Extinguishing.
Oh my god. Oh, is he gonna make it? Jesus. That's close. Not really.
Yeah, there's plenty of time
Yeah, you
here.
can just
shoot
spam shoot a portal there to keep a portal on the
a bunch of
surface.
spots where the portal will just stay. But then this leads up to early moonshot.
And that's time. Normally, there's a
time.
big cutscene here
What,
where
16
you
seconds?
Wheatley gets mad at you for being alive, and then you shoot the moon. But if you do that, you can shoot the moon about 15
Yeah,
seconds early.
You make this cutscene look a little weird.
Yeah, right about here, Sushi just spawns back
Yeah,
in.
right back there with the portal gun, because that's when you're supposed to actually shoot the moon. The game doesn't know what to do. You just have the portal
Yeah,
gun.
so you're holding the portal gun and Wheatley.
And you are not coming back.
This is not what Gaiman would have wanted.
But yeah, that's the speedrun. There's really nothing. Now is traditionally when we bring the speedrunner in for an interview, yes?
No.
What?
Alright, yeah, I asked him.
Yeah, also ask Zypeh to get in here. Because he ran.
Let's see if we got Msushi 100 joining. There he is.
Alright.
And then Zypeh too.
We'll drag him in.
Hello, gamers.
Hello, gamers. GG.
GG.
Congratulations on the 102.24, which is a reasonable time.
Congratulations on the commentary. You did a great job.
Thank you. Were you actually listening, or are you just saying
No, I just know.
that? No, that's what I knew.
I
So
mean,
figured.
we
I was
kind of
listening. You got a thumbs up from me.
Yeah. So I want to congratulate Sushi on hitting prop intro and Zypeh on hitting wet maker.
Hey, what about pancake skip? I got that fairly quick.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was a
you
really
did.
fast pancake skip though. And Sushi had
That's
a really
styling.
good.
And Sushi had a really
Fast.
fast turret skip, though, so
Pretty
That's-
clean.
Yeah, turretless.
don't.
So that means that Sushi is moving on into winners finals to play to get crimped by Crimson.
About to get
Oh,
chin.
wait, does Msushi have to fight Crimson? Oh god.
That is how winners finals works. Yeah, Crimson, who hasn't played for a tournament in like 3 months because no one plays their games.
Man,
And
if
then-
Sushi's to fight Crimson. Good luck, my guy.
And then Zypeh has to play the winner of Gold Dust and Pero, which is happening next Saturday.
I won't FF that one, don't worry.
Bet.
Easy for Zypeh. Clap.
Me and Sushi had a good conversation about Rwanda. That was...
Did you?
We did.
Did you?
yeah.
So, I'd ask you about your run, Zypeh, but I feel like I know what you're gonna say.
No, I can explain. if you
Okay.
want.
Sure.
Okay, so first of all, we had like a ton of technical difficulties. Like I couldn't get splits to work, and my stream didn't work because of stream key and stuff.
Mhm.
And I kind of lost interest in doing full game runs during the drought, or what you can say.
Okay.
And so then, yeah, the run just became a disaster, and I figured, man, I don't really want to finish it, and I don't think I'm gonna win no matter what. So
You
yeah, I just went and
Sushi's
tried to get my
Sacrifice
stuff to work.
and seven,
Yeah, I don't know, kind of stupid to FF, but I don't really regret it.
Oh well. So Sushi, what do you think about your run?
Well, since I had two-factor authentication turned on before the race, I was already having an advantage going into it. I actually said my run was like pretty good. Like, I mean, out of chapter 5, it was probably like high 100 pace if I had a reasonable endgame.
Yeah, I
And
think
then
you
I
were
ended up-
way ahead.
I ended up losing upwards of 20 seconds on every single chapter, except chapter 9 from there on out, so that was kind of sad, but
Definitely enough.
oops.
But yeah,
Definitely
you
enough
just
in the
proved
chapter
that you
one.
can definitely get second place, as it should be.
Well, I
Yeah,
stopped
you're at a
there.
point where
Why stop
You know,
there? Because
wait.
all get sub-hour.
Hypothetically,
GDQ.
if we were racing at GDQ, but that would be a bad race, so I'm glad that didn't get accepted.
To be fair though, you're at a point where you're like, if you got that sub 101 pace, it would have been pretty much ahead of your PB in terms of skill, your old PB in terms of skill.
Yeah.
Like if you're excluding the new routes.
Oh,
Let's say
yeah,
you're,
way
you're
ahead.
pretty much back there.
This game's pretty cool. I mean, I feel like I really like the pancake skip. The skipping Turfly, like, while it's a good thing for the timer, it's kind of lame. I mean, I
Yeah.
really
To
don't
be fair.
like Turret Sabo from like a timer perspective. Like, that map always kind of stresses me out. So it's nice to like not have to worry about that, but at the same time, it's a
The
very
turf fight's a cool
turret.
route.
And
yeah.
Jerry Skip can suck it.
No, I agree with that one. Jerry
Yeah,
Skip is
that-
cool in terms of like that cutscene's annoying. You just have to sit there and wait, but then Jerry Skip itself is lame.
Yeah, it's so inconsistent and precise.
Yeah.
There's a ton of cool stuff in Portal 2, and
Mhm.
it's crazy
Also,
as how...
repulsion intro sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
crazy
That
how,
too.
like, yeah, this game was developed throughout the tournament.
I just want to know really quickly, what led you to decide to go for the I-beam backup? Because that's the strat I haven't seen in like 5 years.
Huh?
Yeah, like the old Znernicus strat and repulsion intro.
Oh, I'm just not good at the normal circle jump off the gel. That one I'm really bad at,
Yeah.
so
Fair
that's
enough.
just the one I'm most comfortable with, even though it's a tad slow.
Haven't
Yeah.
seen the strat in so long, it like confused me.
Dude, it's an epic strat.
Well, I've been watching your streams, Kenny, even for a while, so I just like forget there's also Crazy Box as a map. Like, as soon as she was getting there, I was like, oh yeah, there's actually something here now, instead of just one suck launch. Sushi, anything you're gonna practice in particular before your race with Crimson?
Half-Life? I don't know.
Halfway.
That's a good answer.
I mean, yeah, it's a good answer. There's maybe just chapter 6. Because, like, I think if every single person in the Portal 2 speedrun server practiced chapter 6, that would be good for us.
You know those memes where it shows like a utopian picture and it's like this is what the world would be like if blank?
Yeah.
That's what the world would be like if everyone practiced chapter.
You're not wrong.
That's
Or if
all.
we
The
remove
speedrun
chapter
would be
6
like-
from the row.
That's what the speedrun would be like if chapter
You know?
6 didn't exist.
What if you want to go to heaven, but God said run chapter 6?
Okay, I'm gonna stop you there. Are we gonna close off?
I
You
think
guys
Yeah.
are the commentator, but I'm all set to steal the show.
Wait, okay, we should end it then.
yeah. I'm
Thank
about to
you
hit the
guys for
episode finish
watching.
button.
Check out the runners. Check out the commentators.
Don't check me out, I never stream.
Don't check out Zypeh. Check out Zypeh, because even though he
Yeah,
doesn't
Sushi
stream,
streams
he's
a
cooler than
lot.
all of us combined.
But he'll be running halfway.
Also, check out Portal 2 speedruns on Twitch, because we're going to do a weekly recap in like 30 minutes.
Also,
Also,
this is Speed Gaming. Speed Gaming has 6 channels. This one right now you're watching with no number, and 2
I
through
was getting
6.
there.
They're also the French, German, and Spanish restream channels. So check all of them out. And the channel's gonna have a 1 minute intermission, or 1 minute, 1 hour intermission here. And then actually on this channel right now, there's gonna be Zelda 2 all keys 100% qualifying race. So that should be exciting if you're into Zelda games. Zelda speedruns are always super cool. I think the routing, as someone who like never really plays them too much, the routing in those games is always super cool and super
For sure,
admirable.
yeah.
Use
also
Twitch
Binding of
Prime
Isaac
on
coming up later.
Msushi's Twitch.
Yeah, use Twitch Prime on
Hey.
whatever your favorite Twitch streamer is.
Yeah, whatever your favorite Twitch streamer happens to be. Just whoever.
And yeah, I mean, right now, I think I don't know if I don't have control of the Speed Gaming channel. but
I'm going to end this before you keep.
There's the Wind
plugging your
Waker
Twitch Prime.
randomizer going on Speed Gaming 3, and that's actually super cool. If you've never seen Wind Waker Rando, so I would recommend checking that out again if you're into 3D Zelda.
Also, if you're looking for more Portal 2, we have a race between Paracas and Goldust and loser bracket next Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern. And I believe that's it. Thank you guys. GG's.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, man.
Episode finished. I'm sure it's over.